course, the very first edition for this week. Your favorite program, Morning Tea, will come to you live from Kenema Radio Network 92.5 FM inside Freetown, 91.1 FM Nabo, 89.0 FM Makeni, 88.5 FM Kenema, and with some frequency system all about the county, and same as to Kenema Television on the ITV decoder channel 72. We're live on Facebook and YouTube with pages, Kenema Radio Network. Of course, Morning Tea come to you from Monday to Friday, 8 o'clock in the morning to 9 o'clock. And now the program will begin come to you news, views, comments, analysis, and plenty of other things that will happen at the country. Me will begin come the program to know this morning. Me your name na Patrick VANDI. We send stock for today. Come out na Proverbs 31 verse 10. We say, any man will get good wealth, go believe him, and nothing not the way he wants, we not go get. Inside the program today, the newly elected members of parliament don't take oath rights na the well of parliament. We go know more about that. And we go forget success here from meteorological agency. We can tell we plenty thing about the climate business na the country and self the activities them we them be done involved in over time. We also get the CEO and founder for the B Youth Camp Tribe when Hassan K. We can tell we about the upcoming training we then get for host soonest. And self we get the CEO for Patriotic Empowerment Network Salon we Nabuya Nabi Bangura where they have to tell we about the activities them we then get for involving in order for engage young people them for teach them on how for curtail violence. This and plenty other story plus music big day for you inside the program this morning. The program na Morning Tea and yourself can be part of the conversation by you go send a text message to 0799-205 on the head. Limit the text message to things that we discuss inside the program this morning. Ask questions and make your contributions 0799-205 on the head. We're going to now take the very first story inside the program this morning. The newly elected members of parliament, Honorable Abia Kaifa Faba for constituency 078 and Honorable Khadija Davis for constituency 110 don't take oath before member them na parliament on Friday, December 18 this year. We own Daniel S. Boyuma be present and we put this together.
So it be look like where the two new elected MPs them when they take oath say them go serve the country well as them people don't choose them for represent them na parliament. Honorable Engineer Abika Fafaba for constituency 078 and
I, Engineer Abika Fafaba,
having been elected a member of parliament, do hereby in the name of God swear that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Republic of Sierra Leone
to the Republic of Sierra Leone
as by law established,
that
I will uphold and defend the Constitution of Sierra Leone, and that I will faithfully and conscientiously discharge the duties of the Member of Parliament. So help me God.
I, Honorable Kadijatu Davis,
having been elected a Member of Parliament,
do hereby in the name of God swear
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Republic of Sierra Leone as by law established. And I will uphold and defend the Constitution of Sierra Leone. And that I will faithfully and conscientiously discharge the duties of a Member of Parliament. So help me God.
After this process, the Speaker na Parliament will finally welcome them to the House.
Honor and privilege to extend a warm and hearty welcome back to Bali. Honorable Kadijatu Davis. Your absence was due to no fault of yours, and I think your electorate in constituency 110 have vindicated you beyond all reasonable doubt. Once again, it is my pleasant duty to say welcome. Welcome to where you belong right from the beginning. To the Honorable Engineer Habib Fana, I extend to you a very warm welcome. This is your first time in Parliament. The clerk has administered the oath of office, and I believe, looking at you, you will not let them down. You will live up to the expectation and to the expectation of this entire.
For Redeemer Media Network, Daniel Boima, the report.
The BU Bootcamp Tribe now one hub we done the train young people and picking them and schools them on how for overcome the fears of public speaking and on how for develop the importance in order for let them be themselves. And this time around they come up with a training on goal setting formula. This training will focus on how for encourage young people for write them goal and create a scorecard for 2021. And for sake of this morning we get now the studio the CEO and founder winner Hassan K. For tell we more. Good morning Hassan and welcome to the program.
Hey, good morning. It's always a privilege for there that I could have on.
Alright. Fam will already listen you for the very first time. Tell we little bit about what una they do as a hub.
Okay, so from the name itself, the BU Bootcamp, it simply means say be yourself, because the world now where they live, which number which are described as the rat race. So for me, even if you become or win the rat race, you will still become a big rat. So I teach people or train people on how to become themselves, because I believe see these 5 fingers or our fingerprints are in the same. All man get your fingerprint. We God say we make we know see from the beginning God don't mark we all differently. So if God don't mark you differently, just have to be different. That's what I teach people. So I make a name and the BU Bootcamp. We try to tell people, train people on things that will help them become themselves.
So how long would I done into this?
For the past 8 months.
Okay, 8 months. Not too long ago, actually, but for the term, then now we, for the past 8 months, we are not involved in this process. Waiting at the activities, them we are done the engage, we are done the institute for engage, people them we are done the reach out to.
Okay, so the first program we do was an online training due to the coronavirus. We did a program on the power of your subconscious mind, because the mind is divided into two, the conscious and the subconscious. But waiting that happen from the trimester stage of pregnancy, the beginning brain they develop basically by the habits and things that we do around that. I mean, I'm going to tell you, if begin the course, and say go check a family background. So because of certain self-limiting beliefs, what we can do and get done, the thing that will be small, it cannot then our minds there. For change them become a problem. So that make people do that program because they use the body for training the mind. So it's about how can we reprogram your mindset. If you don't get self-limiting belief, negative beliefs, how can we change that to help you become more positive? That was the essence of that particular program. And then the second one we will do authentic and effective communication. How we able to communicate effectively, how we able to harness public speaking. And of course the programs are all around don't be successful because we don't get so many success stories. We not only do program that limits them as Sierra Leone, we got to program them all across, okay? So the first thing that there was a particular person will tell me say, he be the teach. So while he be the teach, he get that money and then he able for buy bike. So when he buy this bike, he say, okay, that's why I don't leave this teaching now. Make I just fear possible ride this bike for me. Do himself sabi ride the bike. If possible, they don't make the arrangement. Any day they go, any come money, they can't test to any day. So the person asked me, say, so what have to do? I said, it's simple. You get for own up to your responsibility. You get for be your boss. Since you don't buy that, your money you don't invest, the person they take and serious. Why don't you take the responsibility and do it yourself? And we'll just meet up then this agriculture radio. It tell me, explain me, even a thank me. I say it's not about me. It's you because that's what I advise you. You take the charge and own up to your responsibility. That's exactly what they tell people. So that's just one of the so many success stories we done over the course of the months.
Alright, so looking at this purpose-oriented drive, what are the targets?
We target all ages because we believe in dreams. Okay, so there's one thing about dreams. We believe that dreams must be defined. Everybody has got a vision. Okay, but how can you define that particular vision? So once we care less about your age, because for me I just think say age is just something like a social contract. And people because of we say that 18 years old, now 30 you're going for this, you're going for do that. But that's not with God. They say with God all things are possible. So because God now give you that vision and that dream, we know say that same God, if you put seriousness, will help you for carry them on.
Okay, tell me about the goal setting formula for 2021 and how una opt for go about them.
Alright, so it's simple. You know the score if you not get goal. They always say they only call and say this you don't score where the ball go inside the net. So everybody gets goal in life. Because naturally as human beings we are created and carved by God for goal purpose. We are goal oriented. So if all man gets goal, how can we achieve this goal? Now there's something fun with people they miss. If you say I want to make money, that's not the goal. A goal only becomes a goal when it is written. So that's exactly what we're doing. We train people on how to write down their goals. Because even scientifically, the brain is divided here into two, the left and the right hemisphere. So we only connect for the first time when he writes down things. So which means if we make the left and the right come into agreement, you need for write and down. That's the first part. So we take you first from writing down your goal to the second aspect from achieving it. Anything we want for achievement, this one, formula day, shortcut it to everything. So we teach you the formula and how you go from writing down your goals to accomplishing your goals. Because for me, I believe one thing, you need to become intentional about what you want. Not wish and fantasy not the work. Because even the Bible talk, I say Habakkuk 12, to say write the vision and make it plain. God is not a man that he must lie. So because God knows, so you get to take the first step for decide on which you want. He say write and do. Once you write and you become clear about what you want, because there's something about clarity. Clarity is power, and power is the ability to take action. So it means the people don't waste their time for say, I want to be this, I want to be this. If you know write and do, you're just wasting your time. It's just a mere fantasy. So we teach people for the first time as they are doing. Because people just talk about goal, they talk about smart goal. They never taught people how to write their goals down.
So now in this drive we una opt for starts this writing down your goal training and all of that. What are them specifically? I know some of the targets everybody, but what are them una the target? Is this school going pupil or you know, the general public?
The general public, because in order to even school with do an African American corner.
Okay.
So we're targeting the general public. And one good thing about it, we don't get 56-year-old person, we don't register for the training, pay 50,000, the whole enough for rider and goals, and one for become intentional. We get 46 years, we even get 12-year-old kid, we get 15 years old kid, so we target everybody.
So, what of somebody we, you know, not go school? How una go help for teach and for write down in goals then?
Okay, you not go school, but you know what you want. That's fact. And so that make we did it for LP. Because for me, I think say goal setting in Sierra Leone is a novelty. So for me, I just take everybody in Sierra Leone that say they don't get the idea for write down their goals. So we take them through the process because it's simple. We don't teach people to write down their goals in the past or the future because it doesn't work like that. You write your goals in the present because the brain only understands things that are in the present.
Now, this is very important as an key. Now, in achieving your goals in life, illiteracy is a limitation. It's obvious, you know, although there are so many people who don't become successful in life, although it's a relative term, success is a relative term. Some man they we don't achieve goodies in life, we know, you know, literally inclined. But 90% of, you know, people them we not able to achieve much now because of illiteracy problem. How una they do for manage the situations there, more especially when it comes to this writing your goal for 2021? I mean, somebody may not know anything, in all letter, they know nothing. What's the process gonna be like for them?
Alright, so the first thing, I find it too funny when people tell me that's a limitation. There's no limitation. And you create a limitation. It's your mind. The mind is very, very powerful. And you create limitations for yourself. And then the thing about literacy or no literacy, yeah, I don't want to label on that too much. But there's something they call self-limiting beliefs. So once you get a self-limiting belief, it becomes a problem. And it creates limitation or no limitation. Now we ask people, what do you want? Become clear. If you say that this I want, we take you through the process. And it's simple. I am there myself. Okay. I make another go sit on card and say I do it online. Friends in Nigeria, they do it online. But I didn't do it online. I decided to say, come, make I take you through the process. Because you not only stop the only one I don't take, they do not excellent. Because you know why? At the monitor, it's not about training you and left you for go. At the monitor, when I teach people about the rule of 5, how you can do 5 things every day, because you know the little habits that they do every day and they bring can success. Success simply means the guarding of baby steps. Everything you do this, you do away add up and they bring can success. So I monitor them. Hey, you don't do this. How about this? What's the results? That's the same thing. Somebody did it for the past how many years? He want for writing book. You know, ever. Just online, every day they follow me still. So I talk about goals, I talk about goals and how you can write down your goals. It become intentional. Because you first get for know what you want. There's a difference between adulthood. You will only pass from childhood to adulthood, own up to your responsibility. I tell people by this time, my mama they tell me say, not put you on a fire. If I go put me on the they even watch me, I like you You know why? Because you know I don't reach that age you have for no say fire. If I put me on it will roast me. That's the same thing with us humans. You for no say, I therefore own up to my responsibility. You don't forget for create that kind of self-limiting belief. No, I cannot do this, I cannot do this. Les Brown, one of the most sought after motivational speakers, was described as a mentally retarded person. But they like it today, they pay millions for go talk to other people. He encourages other people. So if they can do it, you can. There's no limitations because God not get limitation.
So when this training they take place?
December 23, Wednesday.
Okay, it hits the place once more.
Okay, Afisel are making corner. And the most funniest thing about the registration they close today, 10 p.m.
Alright, so what's the registration process like?
Just get for pay 50,000 euros to the orange money number 074 333 134. There's no plan to extend time or the date for the registration. It closes to be at 10 p.m.
So you the close registration, so is it that you don't get the specific amount where you want already, you just create avenue for them?
No, I am not looking for the crowd. I tell people to stand up. So for me, I practice what I preach. I tell people to stand up. So even if it's the few, God me when I got the talk as to a man they go heaven. I say, but you want the one way they go heaven for make sure they don't prepare and they really worth it. So for me, even if I train 2 people on that particular day, as he say they write down the goals, they move from writing down their goals to accomplishing their goals. I was like, hallelujah, amen.
It's good talking to Hassan Kiwina, the CEO and founder of BU Bootcamp. We joined me inside the program this morning on telling us about the preparation we then put together, about the program we then get for host, for teach people on how for write down their goals and vision for 2021. It's a good thing because 2021 is coming and so many people get dreams and aspiration. So teaching them on how to write down these dreams and aspiration could be of great help. Continue for stay with you inside the program, Hassan. Famble, don't forget to say the program na Morning Tea, and yourself can be part by you send your text message to 0799205500. We're going to take another story inside the program this morning before we come to the other guest. Love One Another campaign and organization we don't render help to less privileged people them. The organization over time done the work for CC people them will not get opportunity be relieved by way they give them food, clothing and some basic facilities them we then desire, and then we host one program for give upper hand provision to picking them and less privileged them at the St. George's Memorial Home within a grafting. We own reporter Alima Tudumboya be present and be put together this report.
That's not the voice of the old people of the St. George Memorial Home, where they are grafting. They welcome the Love One Another campaign. It's like 1 Corinthians 16 verse 14, where say we for love and care for each other, especially the one day we not get, like the old people, the orphan, the widow, the poor, and that make the Love One Another campaign because give donation to the old people here. When I rest, oil, chicken, tomatoes, and tissue for them Christmas. Except talk to them about God, how they for love God and get hope. Reverend Matai, now the chairman for the Love One Another campaign, beget for give word of courage to them old people here.
That God is always here and God is always with you and you. Amen. So one for express, go with the kaya. Every year go with the kaya. You can visit now. You can share the love of Jesus with you now. Amen. Now we bow with this in prayer. Now we tell Jesus thank you.
Say, it no matter waiting in the face, therefore always stay close to God and let other people learn. The national director for the Love One Another campaign, when Dr. Christian Bell gets for say this.
Una all with the so well nourished. Thank you for the staff. Amen. And we also come for bring something come. We will make una get more strength for nourish. We welcome song. And with the energy and vigor, we want to sing. I mean, if you don't really look at tune and at the song of the year, we must some young people and sing. Amen. You know, and we pray that this vigor.
Christiana Johnson, now the matron for this home. The old people will also be glad and say thank you to this organization. For Yidima Morning Tea, Alima Tudumboya, the report.
For inspire young people in our society, people that need for show love and render devoted services as for and over time we don't defend out to young people them don't they grow up with bitterness and less care and support. We don't they cause violence na the country. And for sake of this patriotic empowerment network salon, they advocate for young people them na the country. Well, for no more about waiting this move involved in, we get now the studio the CEO for Patriotic Empowerment Network Salon, when Abuya Nabi Bango. Abuya, good morning.
Yes, good morning and thanks for having me.
Tell me more about Patriotic Empowerment Network.
Yes, family, good morning out there. We organization are one way centered around promoting patriotism. We ideally now one way very important for any nation. He developed one get for day in line to how people they patriotic enough. We means the extension of how you go let your country for make sure say in diverse ways you make your actions them, your effort, you strive for CC that country they go be considered not only for bad things them, but same way so one day we go good. And it prompts me because we as a country now, yeah, you see say we don't day in the trend of how people then they live. I mean in poverty. I cannot say ultimately abject poverty, but a good number of people them out there, the masses don't they suffer. And also when you look at the level of empowerment, it don't they also be limited to an extent that you dey see say this bright body business, the promotion, and particularly when it comes to young people them. And you also see say within our country wherein waiting they go really know we na the outside world, na the mudslides, the Ebola, the corruption, and a lot of other things them. So we as a young people, we decided way back in 2017 for CC, we come in as strong young minds them, as people then they say, when you are strong, young, and then full of potential, the only thing you need is just for take the forefront and say you consider yourself as a center stage occupant. So in terms of development, sustainable one, you go actively play that role. So it prompted me since 2017 for CC, we come as a body, and me as the founder and CEO, I get a lot of other colleagues them now, other universities them, and also other man they will not go to university they for CC, we promote the level of patriotism. So that preach with somebody they preach on tribalism, that preach with somebody they preach on sectionalism, regionalism, and all of that, we they tend for we normal value, we moral values them, we ideal them as a country, we actually cry them down and promote that one day. For see, we need for Lekwi country. Now one salon we get. And all of that. And then I'm very happy when I be the Yeri brother Hassan, they talk about empowerment, getting people then setting their goals and all of that. That is also another thing we really do. And I make we get empowerment into part of we name, because we believe in young people. We believe that if only young people, of course, we start off from that point. We begin as a child. You grow up an adolescent, you come to an adulthood. If only you get towards development positively in your mind, I'm sure they will be heading to something developmental. And the issue of national cohesion, I one way we also consider. We know that networking part. Because if you believe in the fact, say, I am from the east, somebody from the north, another person from the west, and all of that, all the regions in our saloon, we actually see we join hand together with they call national cohesion. Interestingly, we'll be able to create what they call a positive impact. So upon promotion of patriotism, empowerment of Peking and young people, that everybody as a country, and then we see with nationally day into cohesion, then at the end of the day, we'll be able to create positive impact. So all the activities, them, they don't day in line to sustainable development. All the activities, they don't day in line mitigation of violence. How we for prepare ourselves? Because when, interestingly, when people don't they feel for the past years, them, now the fact that if, for example, we get very limited institutions, them, na saloon. Now when violence happen, then limited institution and then we don't go pull them back. That they bring we to waiting and calling it added growth. You they see say we they grow, but we know they go no side. So upon we changing that mindset at that very end, and when you take a case study, you see say young people don't they occupy the greater portion of this violence perpetuation and all of that. So we need to change that mindset at that very beginning.
All right, Buya, when you talk about patriotism and national cohesion, people can attach them with sentiments. So we want to go out there for and reach the memories and the minds of young people, and how I can define patriotism to them.
It's very simple. The patriotism, how we did actually, in simple terms, that we did define, and not just for that your country love one another. Not just that kind really. Because if, for example, I get to believe in saying, I am a person, you are a person, and all of us are important, at the end of the day, I not go want for do something where not only me selfishly go enjoy. I go want for let yourself gladly. Because at the end of the day, you cannot pile pressure on me anymore. The same thing happens to another person. If I satisfy as a person, the other person self gets how he sustain himself. Obviously, we only go with the gladly, so take go. Now the same thing we actually, if we believe say salon and one country we get, nobody know if you left here you go America today, even then give you green card, you didn't at that place there are certain restrictions the way you know go for get access to facilities then like person with them born in America. The same thing happens when you go to Liberia. Regardless of whatever thing where you do in Liberia, you can only be considered as a Sierra Leonean. So that is the same ideal, that is the same tag where people they want for like always we tell and say you come out like where they say you know place like home. That is true. You left here, you go any side of this world. The peace you find, the love you find, the harmony where you supposed forget from the native land, you know go actually commensurate when you go outside.
So in a moves them over time, when they talk to young people them for CC, they become patriotic citizens of this bill of country. What are the things them when I don't figure out, say they hinder patriotism and like a national cohesion as a whole?
Yes, one key thing we don't hinder all of the progress now the fact that we don't limit with dialogue, frank dialogue, sincere dialogue. You don't lacking when it comes to institutions them. For example, there was an incident where it happened recently in Makeni. If you see because of frank dialogue be lacking between the community people and the stakeholders them, we see what happened. Eventually people then lost their lives then. Because had it been that at that point where of course we get official statement say the stakeholder them we in line with the ministry being get for city there was a constraint na the Lunge airport we processes been go on for let them take that power for can go yonder. If there was that kind of intense dialogue, people then not go out to the street. So that dialogue you don't lack it. It happens also when it comes to political party. Mind you, we get a multi-party system now saloon. We get people that we don't live in different ideals. It tribes them. Also, if we don't dialogue, frankly, we see say there are unique qualities where Limba people get. There are also unique qualities where Tibini Posting gets, Mende and other tribes them. But then how can we say, okay, all of them qualities there where we get peculiar for one side. The other person must get one way special to them. So the same thing, if we want to meet now at a certain agreement, only when we frankly dialogue healthily, then I will be able to understand this and see how we could get agreement. Interestingly, in development, you agree, but eventually you go don't disagree first. So upon promotion of dialogue healthily, then we able to make una get at a point.
All right, Buya, very quickly. In life, there are so many things where they influence people. Yes. Position now one. Right? When you get somebody in a position where like you they look up to, now you talk about like involving in frank dialogue with people them so that then thing they are going to be curtailed and minimized. But whereas we get people them when are godfathers, when are political heads, we don't see them as an anchor over the minds of people them. That it doesn't matter how you engage people them. Look at all the civil society activists that we're at the country, the peace talk movements that we're at the country, people that involve people in certain communications for preach peace. But you see, say one single instruction from the leader there can change the whole mindset of the people them, cause them for go do things them where they're not supposed to do again. So another thing say it's another issue where they hinder the tranquility of this country.
Very well. In fact, that is why when you look at all the activities that we do, we target the young people. Frank dialogue is only one of the many. I actually mentioned that because of the fact it goes a long way. In fact, changing mindsets where we believe in as a people, as an organization, now in that angle where they come out from. Because if me, for example, I'm not wealthy enough, I'm not coming from a wealthy background, but what I can tell you is, with all due respect, there is no politician out there where they able to influence me for the bad way. You cannot dare it. So that is the same thing we tell people. You can forget that clear goal. Where then they say keep you prestigious all time. The family background. Me as a person, I always consider say I have a long way to go. One day I know one day where APC or SLPP party color. The only thing we make aware am na be play we want for do. There was this tag we want for do a campaign where we call life after election because there was this tension. You will landlady or landlord in our house because of the one day within that house they then get opposite party with all the support. You know, for glad you near them. So you go give notice, all of that. There was this strong message on 1%. Now they only make aware party color close. Except other than that, I know they ever do them. So it's about changing mindset. When you don't develop that mindset as a person, you didn't at your school. To be honest enough, you did at community level. No politician no go there for near you. But because then CC, we don't get very limited number of young people out there where they get that strong mindset. And also another thing also, we also see there is this limitation of people accessing to paid jobs. Like you are here as a fine gentleman, whose politician will go want for play on the credibility. But then they also want for seize advantage over the young masses that are out there because they're unemployed. So at that point, they will just meet with all due respect with brothers them and they get to them outside the under because they're limited forget access to a lot of other facilities, influence them into abuse of drugs or substances them, influence them with money at the end of the day, influence them with fake promises most times. Then at the end of the day, they just carry them along.
Now, let's ask you just one question before we go for a short break and come back and continue the program. So every problem, there's a root. It just like we get stick. If it cuts the branches, you know how there's the roots. Them branches, then they definitely get for go back. Sure. Will they target the masses? Will they target young people then for influence? Then let them get a change in the way how they think. That is what all of us want in this country. But what una they do for target these people who sit na the higher cadre in society. For let them change, because these are the people where they propagate this wrong information to the young people then, where they give them a negative mindset. So I believe personally that if una meet them higher people them, the authorities there, una target them, let them first change their mindsets, dialogue with them, then they go begin for transcend positive information down to the young one them. So what are you guys doing for target them people that will sit in the hierarchy of life? If not directly, probably indirectly, una meet with people, then we get access to them for let them see how best they go able for regenerate their thoughts and their attitude.
Yes, Africa politicians, Sierra Leonean ones, they're inclusive. They always get this mentality. They say they need for win votes them. The people then can camp. That is fixed for them. So what I will tell you is, we don't try for reach them, endorse them. But like some of we, I can never go na your party office for like go access funds to you. I'll talk that openly. So most times when you don't be the constraining, even reaching them, they go feel say when you go there now for go big money from them. That has been one limitation. But we'll keep pushing them. But then honestly, if we wait and they come to outside, we don't develop with mind tigi one. Honestly, the people cannot even therefore come to me. It came recently at a point where we talk about there was this of course I just done election in Hanover as the public relations officer of the National Institution of Pharmaceutical Students at College of Medicine. Day before yesterday, then Hanover officially. You go see say there's this consistent question where people don't they ask me, even in my tenure of office, say there's this issue of drug peddling. People then they sell drugs there outside. Always then they ask me, what una don't they do? Una don't they go arrest them people there? The message was strongly they give out now that if those people are outside there, then they sell drugs them. To be honest enough now, because we as the people they buy from them. Right. These are the things. So if we as the people also inside of these politicians, we don't strong enough and say we create that resistance. Now whatever it is we then carry to even a fake news, we go only in fact we shame them to them. We talk them to them in front of them, say you cannot therefore tell me anymore. You say we eyes the door open. This time we know they take them kind of thing there. We need for develop as a country. In fact most times we they see say them picking the know they salon near the land book. They picking and know they access else nayaso, including themselves. Almost times when they get vacation, then they go enjoy out. Then they left where we know they go no side. Okay, so that is the mentality we want them people then get.
All right, Nabi. Continue to stay with me inside the program. We are 20 minutes more to the closing of the program. Let's go for a short break. We'll come back. We'll continue the rest of the program. Welcome back from that short break. The program the morning tea. Don't forget to yourself can be a part by using a text message to 0799205100. Ask questions, make contribution to things that we discuss inside the program this morning. Of course, we did with Hassan K, CEO and founder of BU Boot Camp, and same way so we did with another outstanding young man. We of course definitely come out from the Patriotic Empowerment Network. We can tell we about how they engage young people them for change their mindset and give them a brighter side of them thinking capacity. Over to you, Hassan K. How many days this conference or training for last for?
1 day.
1 day. So what think people they look forward to apart? Like I know say the training therefore be involved in teaching people for writes down and goals for 2021. But what are some of the activities them we therefore be involved inside this training?
So the first we'll talk about vision, because vision is a broader perspective. Okay, so we're talking about vision because vision and eyesight is a clear difference. For vision is the function of the heart, whilst eyesight is the function of the eye. There's a difference for see this as a book and for see waiting beyond this. So the capacity for see beyond waiting the apple now Then a vision, and God give everybody vision. So how you can know the difference between your purpose, we got put inside the vision, and how you will for now that your vision to that of God. So we teach them that. And secondly, we take them through techniques. I have heard people talking about SMART goals. For the first time, I'll talk about SMART goals. And not only that, that's an interesting technique where I also introduce. I call it the WOOP technique of goal set. It's WOOP. So first, I ask people make one wish. I want to make money. That's your wish. Or I want for exercise every day. That's your wish. The second one, what's the outcome of that your wish? If I exercise every day, I will become strong and healthy. Okay, that's another one. But what are some of the barriers that we will get for face? We will take and say, for grab exercise every day, which I will say are difficult. Now money. So the P part of the WOOP setting, what's the plan? We face them barrier there. Which are the plan we go use for overcome? If you know say it's our body for grab that money, you go say, well, I drink as I grab, I drink 1 cup water because I need to help me for exercise every day. That's the WOOP setting. So you know already the plan. They just talk about I want for make money. You already get, because for Stoics they believe say to every good thing there is a bad one. So they teach you to visualize negatively. If this thing happen, waiting will be my plan for counter. So I also teach people that. Okay, because when you bother me talk, I pick out a few things. One, money. Second, I talk about the mindset. Third, I talk about APC and SLP. I tell people APC and SLP not bad. They are good parties, and naturally they're not bad for belong either. So, but other than the poorly and the people there, it's you. If good person can't say lead APC, we'll go like that. If good person can't say lead SLP, we'll go like that. But because of the way they lead, they are bad. It's become so everything boils down to you. So when you talk about mindset, it's a gradual process. You don't change it. In fact, according to neuroscience, as we pass on past certain age, like around 15 years, for making a program a mindset is very, very difficult. So that made me when they emphasize on the point, the mindset, it's very, very difficult for a program person mindset. Once you don't get that kind of self-limiting belief, so my background, IPC, in background, I say, I fight up fire. Nah, they fix. And you know they doubt money. Don't say young people and they go money this and that. Because we got to first understand the realities around it. Now I describe money. I say money is not the most important, Agreed. But money is as reasonable as the breath as the air we breathe. Because if you don't get money, it's as if you don't die. Because we all need money. So you got to understand the fact because you collect money, for say me now. But the person need that. So all boils down to that mindset. But how can we reprogram the mind? And for let me just give out this link. For the first time, we'll do a paradigm shift. Paradigm is a series of self-limiting beliefs already in the mind. So how can we shift that in the 2021? Because we we get to understand realities. After we understand realities, we can move forward. The reality is that people get problem with themselves. Alright. So once you get problem with yourself, it becomes a problem. So we need to ask people to first of all get a peace of mind. Once you get a peace of mind, everything falls. Okay,
la hold you this small, la can't Nabi. Nabi, you had waiting Hassan K talk. Yes. Like most times people don't want to accept money, but then just go for receive them because they not get option. And let we take that as a scenario where people then we can influence young people then for perpetrate violence that the community can use like money. But we are in the Get Me Lily and Natin. I think I'm not going to be moved by 150,000 where one politician will come give me because I can afford more than that. True. You reaching out to the young people there, preaching the message of developing your mind, let politicians not fool you. When I can make any provision for like let them know how for generate income personally, involved into self-development activities wherein they're going for sustain themselves so that when they see 120,000 they're not go on for taking a politician and go cause violence.
Yes. Importantly, one thing we don't do now with the ideal say there are so many people with a highly literate like into formal educational system, but they're financially illiterate because of we see with all due respect a lot of people they don't have book na salary and most times they're not too financially strong. One key thing we don't lacking as a result of that because of the limited access to entrepreneurship skills. And we don't try for do now. With organized programs, we actually tell people, the young people, that say, you can start up a business as a young person. That business either now so you so close, this close where I read, with all due respect, that about me small young brother, small one, I ain't do it. I paid him on the cost recovery base. The same thing you can do now saloon. you make your hearings, all of these kind of things. You don't depend on that person. So like I said, there are a lot of people out there, we don't care about this employment of a thing because we don't be officially or formally literate, but then financially illiterate because of a limited access to entrepreneurship. So one way to all of these fights, and follow promoting to entrepreneurship. We get a lot of young people out there. There is a series design, collective design, when a young, vibrant lady. Imagine the involvement of young, we sisters them into prostitution, a lot of other things, because of they they're not just don't they look at all of this. You can do other things, not so fast you go in a classroom. You can do other self-capacitated skills them into informal setting. These are all the kind of things, vocational centers them for day. We don't try for lobby. In fact, that is why we get every year, there's a girl child education empowerment conference where we do for make sure say we bring young people, particularly the girl picking. Now there is this idea of where girl picking go get belly one, they go talk saying a mistake. When they don't do it, because of the increased proportionality with regard the support and all of that, the parent can just decide for send that girl picking to demand. Interestingly, that man they do demand sex, they demand a lot of other things. Now they picking they come out back. They say a mistake again. They go 3 times. Now mistake back 3 times. So it increase, and there is the one they in science there. They say increase in surface area, the increased rates of reaction. So because of you don't get that increased exposure, the man every day they ask you, and most times what it don't they happen. Now the fact that it's so sad that when the man don't get that access to that lady, young lady, because of in the name of mistake, now that man ain't get money. The girl picking not gets money anymore. You don't get that kind of stance. So if that guy really get money, most times when they ask them for the into mommy and daddy business, if he refuse forgive himself to have, he starve him. You know, they give him a lot of other opportunities. So that is the kind of thing. And I make also there is a program where we don't try for also do which we call basic ICT training for make sure say we bring girl picking them what we call child mothers. Then when they still there in the age of teenage, I mean as a beginning with regards the UNCRC, the United Nations Convention on the Right of the Child, because we work for both children and youth. So on that we actually they bring young people then for make sure see we give them that basic computer ICT training where at the end of the day you can even clear them path into technological studies and all of that. So we need for involve into entrepreneurship.
All right, boy, allow you this small, then let we go for the text messages then with our inside the program. This one say BU now which age to which age una the targets, because I dey see this kind potential na me pikin, but it's small force from teacher pack and agent. This one is a love one another, then really they try, but let it not go the tap no more to St. George home. Other side and they from Mariama Nalombli. Not only for engage young people them for talk to them all. Waiting una they do for make sure say they engage in hands or empowerment activity, because now we posting idol they go do violence from Agi in a God reach of course. This one say now them party people there yeah una for the engage back no more. Now them party people there una for the engage back more buya na be, because now them can influence them young one them, and you know see work no the rights now na the country. This they come up from Kadi na King Tom. Buya na be na because you get to work for do make they're not go able for influence you. But the one way no gets nothing, it's ganga. This is come up from concerned citizen na Kube. This one say Hassan, how we were there na the province able for benefits from Dora na Makeni. This na a very good initiative, Hassan. Wanna keep it up from Victor na Tiwani Drive inside Godrich. Couple of text messages that we can for a gentleman inside the program. Yeah. I will start with you, Hassan K. Let you respond to the messages that we can inside. People that ask now the provincial part of the country. Of course, miss everyone for benefit from this, but the people then with your plan, how are they going to benefit?
Of course, well, you know, there's a program at the plan for that column, and Life with the Wheel of Success series talk with Hassan K, and our title and Paradigm Shift. Basically, I target the upline areas, but you know you have to do with finances. So we see how best we can aim for source finances. There are so many other people who believe in this cause, we are for support. Okay, and then that paradigm shift, I use code for a program the mindset. Okay, there's something people don't understand. There are certain realities you get for acceptance, because it becomes very very difficult. We post your own for me to change that and fix mindset. But for the first time, I use code for reprogramming mindset. The last time I call it the power of your subconscious mind, I use your body. It's called psyche muscle testing. This is your body for reprogramming mindset. Now we use code to reprogram your mindset. So we go up like, okay, because you up like high return, like everybody will rush downtown. Okay, we want to do that for them. So we defend them for good because we think we don't believe say Freetown only Sierra Leone. So I work with me guys them so that we will see how best we will replicate this same thing over and about natural time. And I want to talk to Teacher Parker because it really funny. You target the PK from way small. You know they buy anything. The problem why make me bother they find that difficult with people. When make people and honestly believe say patriotism is possible in Sierra Leone. And because of it, they believe say the mindset is stuck. There's something about knowledge is not power. That's a scam. Knowledge is not power. Now because even if you go to college for the 4 years you go through school, you just don't get that information. That's no power. If now power, Liberia then kind of for the country. But this is it. Knowledge only becomes power when it is intelligently directed. So the Pekin need the access to the right things right now, despite in age. There's a guy in America, they pay in Pekin every month for its self-empowerment books. Books where they teach about morals, honesty and all that things. They say when the Pekin donor, they pay her, just like when they pay any other person who work for you. You know why? Because at a certain age when that Pekin the level of knowledge we don't get, they big for intelligently directed knowledge and they not to get that they can. So in order for make people for program the Pekin mindset positively if we start now. So of course my number they are available 099 for Teacher Parker 099 318966. Make you just contact me because in Pekin I need her.
Okay, thank you very much. Over to you, Buya, quick.
Yes, it's a good one. Thank you so much for the comment. I want to start with the one we say Buya because you do work. I'm not working. I'm still there as a College of Medicine student. And you know, so we can take some kind of long years. So I'm still studying, by the way. It's just a kind of passion way I get for young people. I'm happy the brother mentioned about this decentralization of a program. Recently, we get a national youth engagement where we do across the country with limitation with accessing those young people in them districts. We go na Moyamba, we go na Bo, we go na Kenema, we host the entire eastern region, Kailao and Kono. So we believe in that decentralization. But then what I will tell you is, Lord will be that change now as a people. This now 2021 we can start. We are ready. Right. Interestingly, we operations them now only in line to voluntarism. I'm not paying the guys I'm working with. I don't kind redeem an ayasu. I'm not paying any dime for them to host me. It's costly though. So all of that, we just need them support the ASU as a people. So now I make ideas them like a brother Hassan Iyon and a lot of other ones. These are the things that we need for immediate and try to give them the necessary support needed. We are also struggling as a patriotic empowerment network, but we're not going to stop. One quality what we do now the fact that if we invite politicians for go we program because we want to involve them into the process, if you not go tomorrow we get young people that we can even speak more than you the politician. So these are the kind of things. We just only need for be those change agents. We just only need for be those kind of things. And we get a lot of programs that we want to do this 2021 where we go incorporate a lot of other young groups them. As an in group can be one and a lot of others them. Like for example, a very good initiative we want for bring with what we call Speak Up Young People Initiative. Now one way, of course, recently I involved in a continental debate. We actually give you the opportunities. The young people we can do something for access the relevance of the NCC, the ACC, this ICC court, International Criminal Court of Law. Right. And also there was another opportunity where we discussed a lot of other issues. So one for decentralized that in Salonia, for example, who say we get young people, we go speak up. For example, say we want a leader and a president of this country. After them go down review with constitution because they don't go tag with that kind of age. Say we can still get 35 years old, 30 years old president. So let me discuss that. Let's begin that day. So upon speaking up as young people, they will see what you want to get. So all of this, we get all the beautiful programs that we want to do. Only that we need the necessary support. It's me. If you not give it financial support, you can give it technical. We can actually accept that.
All right. La just hold you the Buya now be bango. I'll go find time for the car with you inside. We upcoming programs. Them time done the kitchen now, and we want for say plenty thank to you for where you join me this morning for take tea and talk about the Patriotic Empowerment Network. That was a good one. And Asan K, one of the thanks also inside now the CEO of BU Bootcamp will tell we this morning about initiative of the program we get for host on goal setting formula for 2021 specifically. Thanks so much, gentlemen. Fumble all that we get for you inside TDU edition of your favorite program, Morning Tea. But quick one, make a member now with waiting to happen today inside history. I've been today December 21, 1997 inside history. On Sunday, President Ahmed Chijan Kaba been tell Salon people and say the peaceful way for end Salon crisis been failed, and that's them for take immediate action for bring the crisis to an end na the country. Same way so na been today December 21, 1999 inside history. Then be other RUF field commander Sam Mosquito Bokari we be run away go Liberia after a been clash with fellow RUF members them for feds. Some RUF man them now for return home until the disarmament process been done. Fumble now so we go for bring calm the end of today's program to Una, and the program na Morning Tea we come to you live on the Redima Radio Network 92.5 FM inside Freetown and sub frequencies all about the country, and same so Redima Television channel 72 on the ITV decoder, and same so with Facebook and YouTube page Redima Radio Network. If you miss part of this program or you miss a major segment of them, you can tune in again 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock, even 10, so that you get the full program. Before I end the program, make a member on now which we send stock. We say any man will get good wealth, go believe him, and not in other way he go want way he not go get. And this comes out from Proverbs 31 verse 10. Plenty thanks to the producer them for this week we na Ekaruta Stabangura and Dana Misali. Plenty thanks to the camera crew, the technical team, and all the one that we put hands together for make the program be a success, the control room and everybody, and save plenty thank to we guests them, and plenty thank to the one that we make the program reach you like I reach you. So me we present the program, me your name na Patrick Vandi, they say Tata and Shalom. So till next time.